Hey, this is Jon Snow here for the Halo 3 Metascore Achievement Walkthrough for NextGenWalkthroughs.com. This is the 5th mission, Floodgate. For the Exterminator achievement, you need 15,000 points, and the skulls I have on are the Catch, Fog, and Thunderstorm skulls. And I'm just going to say right now, this video ends right after the first battle when the elites are your allies, so right when the Shadow of Intent ship drops off the elites and you have that first battle in the valley, right after that this video will end, right before you go back indoors. And since this is the first flood mission, I'm not exactly sure what I cut out there. I think some walking around. You're going to want to grab a shotgun. There's one right here with about half ammo, and there is one over here which will fill up the rest of it. You're going to want your 2 frag grenades, and you're going to want to pick up those spike grenades also. Actually, I advise you against doing what I do here. I thought the points I got would outweigh those I lost, but so I threw a grenade down there, and I lost more points than I got, so I ended up only with like 67, which is pretty bad. Now, the main strategy against Flood is not run up at them and shoot them. It is shoot them from afar and headshot them, and only switch to something like the shotgun when they come up close. And the way to headshot a Flood enemy is simply just to aim for their right shoulder or their right pectoral muscle, pretty much just the right side of their upper body. And if you look closely, if you have a second or two, or if you can find a picture of it on the internet, you'll see that the Flood actually have an infection form buried in that area of them, and if you shoot that with a precision weapon, it'll kill them in one hit, leaving the body intact, which is actually something you want. Now, precision weapons, for those who don't know, are the battle rifle, the Covenant carbine, the sniper rifle, beam rifle, and magnum pistol. I think the Spartan laser is one also, but it's not like you need to get a headshot with that, even though you can get a headshot on chieftains, because on legendary they can survive, I think, Spartan laser shots to the body. Now, a good strategy for getting a lot of points, because you're not going to get that many points off of Flood, even when getting headshots, which are worth, I think, 85 points. Just so you know, I guess I'll explain how multipliers work now, since some people may not understand them. All multipliers, except for the time multiplier, this would be the skull multiplier, and difficulty multiplier, are applied throughout the entire mission. So easy has a difficulty mile of 0.25, so all your kills are worth a quarter of what they normally would. Normal is 1, heroic is 2, and legendary is 4. So while playing on legendary, all your kills are worth 4 times as much. That being said, all your deaths are worth 4 times as much. Everything is worth 4 times as much on legendary, including ally kills. And if you kill like an allied pelican, if you could actually tell me how to do that. I've tried doing that. I've never seen it happen before. But you'll lose 250 points for killing an allied pelican. Not that good. Same with the skull multipliers. Something like the catch skull is worth a 1.5 times multiplier. So every single kill you get while you have the catch skull activated, it's worth 1.5 times more. And then there come to the kill multipliers, which would pretty much be for getting anything other than a normal kill. So this would be a headshot, needler, stick him with a grenade, run him over, kill him with a flamethrower, anything other than a normal kill. You get a 1.5 times multiplier. I don't think there's anything other than that. And also something I've been asked by people before is, can you get the EMP bonus on Flood? And I'm fairly certain the answer is no. Even though there are shielded combat forms, I just had to cut out Cortana there. Even though there are shielded combat forms, I don't think you can get the EMP bonus on them. Now with the flamethrower, which you should pick up, it's very useful, except even on legendary it can work very well. You just want to fire off a few quick bursts, try and light as many of them on fire as you can, and then back off. Because the standard combat forms can survive for quite a while, even while on fire, enough to do considerable damage to you if there's a large group of them. The flamethrower really finds its niche when fighting pure forms, which would be the stalker form, the one with the 4 gangly legs that runs around and then melees you when it comes up close. The tank form, which is that large lumbering thing, and the ranged form, which are the ones that like stick to walls and ceilings and just shoot you from afar. And I just cut out the cutscene there, and actually had to cut out a death, which I'll explain in just a minute. The flamethrower and the other flame-based weapon, the firebomb grenade, which you don't get until the mission The Covenant, are very good against them. Like a burst from a flamethrower that consumes only like 1 or 2 ammo will kill a pure form in a matter of seconds. Now, most people think the Cat Skull is just a free multiplier on Flood missions, but that isn't exactly true because of the elites, and I would actually have preferred to not have them, except that you can get energy swords off their dead bodies. Elites love plasma grenades, and they throw them a lot, and do so even more with the Cat Skull active. Just so you know, with the Cat Skull active, your allies throw grenades more, and as well as your enemies throwing more. And I actually got killed because where you just saw those few explosions, that same scenario had happened where like 3 or 4 elites all threw plasma grenades at one spot, and I happened to be standing there because I rushed forward a little too fast. I mean, for crying out loud, there's no flood there, and they're throwing 2 or 3 plasma grenades within a couple of seconds at that one spot. So I ended up getting killed by an elite's plasma grenade, and you'll actually see one stick himself here, and then I get a very nice energy sword off his dead body, which I was happy with, and that's good. I mean, look how many plasma grenades they're throwing. They will kill you. It's gonna happen once or twice. And now back to the multipliers real quick before this video ends. Is the only multiplier that's applied at the end is the time multiplier, where it takes your final score, applies the time multiplier, and that is your actual final score for the mission. You want to end a mission with at least a 1.5 times multiplier, so you don't have to get the full points that you'll need, and I will see you next mission.